What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to FudgeMuppet, the land of sensational Elder Scrolls and Fallout videos. My name is Michael, and today I'm bringing you a fun to play and unique build I'm sure you'll love, the Banshee. I also want to give a quick shout out to our good friend over at Camelworks Gaming. He's actually growing super fast. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers already. There'll be a link in the description if you're interested in more Elder Scrolls and Fallout content, and of course helping him hit that 100k mark. Anyway, so let's have a look at this awesome build, the Banshee. The Banshee uses DLC, but of course no mods, and not only looks great, but has an epic playstyle. She's a vampire, she is insanely quick, and is known as the Banshee because her arrows sound like screams as they tear around the battlefield at incredible speeds. She serves Sithis, will definitely join the Dark Brotherhood, and takes advantage of the Necromage perk. Imagine what you saw in the Lich build, but with arrows. The Banshee is a wood elf and originates from Valenwood. In her past life, before she found herself in Skyrim, she was actually an assassin working for the Outer Miri Dominion. This was before and during the Great War, and her role was taking out political figures in a very Black Ops fashion. She was part of the group that assassinated the Blades and has a crazy reputation for being super fast with her bow. She was also very diverse in her skills, knowing how to use healing magic so she could work on stealth-based frontline missions. She could always heal herself in the field, and she was quite the survivalist. That being said, however, her healing magic did take a decent amount of time, and she wasn't one to be able to evaporate a wound in a matter of seconds. Because of this, she'd managed to live through many close encounters, and even after the Great War, the Thalmor continued to pay her for her work. She'd go out and kill key figures on a regular basis. It was very obvious that the Thalmor were behind these killings, but of course they would have to deny this. The Banshee did this for a very long time, up until the year 200, shortly before the events of Helgen. She was sent to Bruma to assassinate an Imperial nationalist who was preaching hate against the Thalmor and riling up quite the crowd of citizens. Her contract, however, was met with some conflict, as just before she was about to kill her target, another marksman did. This arrow belonged to an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood, and the two assassins found themselves in a scuffle as he attacked her. The Dark Brotherhood member was completely masked and fled Bruma after knocking the Banshee to the floor. The Banshee, however, remained in pursuit and chased him through the woods and around the mountains. They hunted each other for days, assassin versus assassin. They battled, hid, and tried to kill each other along the border of Skyrim, until one day, the Dark Brotherhood assassin finally gets the drop on the Banshee. From the top of a cliff face, the Banshee is walking below, and the Dark Brotherhood assassin is able to see in the distance that Stormcloaks are coming, and that Imperials are waiting for them. The Banshee is somewhere in the middle of this, and the Brotherhood member shoots an arrow which lands in the thigh of our build. The Banshee tries to heal, however she is immobilized, and this wound will take a while to fix. Unfortunately, she is not able to escape. She becomes wrapped up in the Civil War skirmish, is thought to be a hired mercenary, and is captured and taken to Helgen. The Banshee of course escapes from Helgen and will go on to discover her Dragonborn powers, using shouts to make herself even faster. The Thalmor will not recognize the Banshee, as she was of course Black Ops, and she will also do the Dawnguard DLC to possess the power of a vampire. She will truly be that unique Dark Brotherhood member that everyone wants to see. I think you'll really enjoy this build. The gear for the Banshee is a full set of ancient shrouded armor, which you can get during the Dark Brotherhood side quest given by Alava the Feeble. The Banshee's arrows are made of ebony, and her bow is from the Dawnguard DLC and is known as Zephyr. This bow not only deals good damage but fires 30% faster than a normal bow, making it incredibly fitting for such a fast build. The skills for the Banshee are Sneak, Light Armor, Archery, and Restoration. Sneak will of course be to stealthily assassinate targets, Light Armor to protect you and keep you maneuverable, Archery to fire your bow at a supernatural level, and Restoration to stay alive and give the character some survivability. Restoration will also of course be used for getting the Necromage perk, which is where the build draws all its power. As usual, so you guys know the perks that you need, we've put a perk link in the description. If you want to, you can eventually get smithing to upgrade your gear, however in our version the build doesn't need it, but the choice is yours, you don't need our permission for anything. So let's move on to this Hacker's playstyle. The way to do this is to wear an Amulet of Talos, use the Dragon Aspect Shout from the Dragonborn DLC, and also to visit the Shrine of Talos in Whiterun or wherever and get the Blessing of Talos as often as possible. You'll also have to be a vampire, and in conjunction with this, get the Necromage perk. Altogether, what this is going to do is make your shouts more powerful and your shout cooldown super fast, basically giving you unlimited uses of the slow time shout. This build uses the slow time shout constantly to represent her crazy speed and power, and as you can see, ours doesn't turn the screen all bluey because of mods, but it's the same gameplay mechanics, just without the haze. This will mainly be used for open fighting when you are discovered or just don't care about stealth. It will allow you to be so fast you can fill an enemy with 10 arrows before they even hit the ground. Overkill is very fun with this build. It will also let you dodge the arrows of enemies and even catch them if you're quick enough. Of course, the stealthier playstyle of the build will be as simple as hide, shoot, and heal if damaged. Because of this, be sure to spice it up, and by this I mean pour the whole packet of spices on whatever you're eating by using the slow time archery playstyle as much as you can. In terms of a stat spread, the Banshee is going to be using 40% health, 30% stamina, and 30% magicka. Health will be to stay alive, magicka to heal, and stamina to zoom in and slow time with your bow, and also to sprint and roll in sneak mode. The Lord Stone will be used as our standing stone as it's just so good, and this will give you 50 more points of armor rating and a 25% resistance against magicka. And that wraps up this week's Skyrim build, the Banshee. Thanks heaps for watching, and don't forget we've put the perk link in the description just for you. While you're there, be sure to hit the link to Camelworks' channel if you're interested in some more Elder Scrolls and Fallout videos, and of course not only subscribe to him, but subscribe to us if you're brand new to the channel. My name is Michael, add FudgeMuppets on Snapchat, and I'll see you soon.